Now, these days, you can be an enthusiast of pretty much anything in the world, whether it's sunglasses or tech or even that air purifier over there. But for car enthusiasts, there is pretty much only one brand that stands out over anything, and that is, of course, Porsche. However, when it comes to Porsche, they have been working towards also meeting regulations and everything, but the enthusiast wants what the enthusiast wants. So, the manual transmission, yes, the PDK is extremely quick for shifts, and on the track it's so much better. But a coffee enthusiast will tell you instant isn't always better. Now, for those purists, this is Porsche's answer, and their present to them, the new 718 Cayman GT4. But what's really exciting about this car? It's a manual. The Cayman GT4 basically takes the 718 and turns it into a track weapon. It uses a 4-litre naturally aspirated 6-cylinder engine. While a PDK is offered, the one we had to fiddle around for the day was the highly coveted 6-speed manual. Yes, the engine is mounted in the middle in front of the rear axle. The motor produces 420 horsepower and 420 Newton meters of torque. If you shift fast enough, 0 to 100 takes just 4.4 seconds, and you can hit upwards of 300 kilometers an hour. But that's not all Porsche has done. The GT4 is designed to be as close to an acceptable compromise for everyday use, and still a weapon on the track. Porsche has gone to great lengths to keep the weight of the car as low as possible. Now, the Cayman GT4 gets a new special aero package which Porsche claims adds to 50% more downforce than the predecessor. On the outside, the aero upgrades include a front chin spoiler, a massive and working diffuser at the back, and quite the conspicuous rear wing. Porsche claims that with the aero upgrades, the drag coefficient of the car has not been affected, but the package offers 50% more downforce. This car is actually more than 10 seconds quicker around the Nordschleife than its predecessor. Now, shaving off more than 10 seconds from its predecessor's lap time around the Nürburgring is also possible because the GT4 is equipped with active suspension, stability management, torque vectoring, a mechanical rear diff lock, carbon ceramic brakes, and the sticky Michelin Cup 2 tires. Now, in the cabin, the GT4 is very much Porsche-like and like the standard car, of course, but there's a heavy dose of Alcantara, which makes everything feel so much more special. You can see it on the seats, you can have it on the glove box, the steering wheel is wrapped in Alcantara, and it feels so good. Of course, there's a lot of weight reduction being done inside this cabin. For example, the driver's seat and the passenger seat, it's not electrically adjustable for the distance. There's no buttons on the steering wheel. The infotainment system itself comes as a no-cost option, so you don't get it as standard, you just have to tell them you want it. Other than that, you get these fabric door pulls, which is apparently to save more weight. Other than that, the elephant in the room is, of course, this manual gear lever. There is so little sound deadening inside this car. You can hear the gear changes inside, the mechanical gear changes. Let's listen. It's so precise that you can even hear the different sounds of different gears. That's how cool this car is. The GT4 Club Sport option further makes the car suited for track use. It adds a fire extinguisher, which this car comes equipped with, a 6-point racing harness, and a roll cage for added protection. The new Cayman GT4 is the most powerful mid-engine model in the 718 family. While the Jaguar F-Type and BMW reside in a similar spectrum, neither of them offer a lightweight track weapon version, and more importantly, with a manual gearbox. The owner of this very car was understandably eager to take possession of his new acquisition. So this time, we unfortunately did not get to drive it. But for Rs 1.63 crore, for an enthusiast, it seems like money well spent.